Good morning and happy Monday. Today is January 8th, 2018. 18. Oh my gosh. This is my week 31 post VSG surgery update. Like always, I'm going to start off with stats. Back in November of 2016, I weighed 234 pounds when I started my bariatric program out of Bay State Medical Center in Springfield, Massachusetts. On my day of surgery, which was June 5th, 2017, I weighed 219 pounds. And as of this morning, I weighed in at 142.6, which is a 1 pound loss from last week. Okay, so I'm going to start right off with what choices have I been making? You know, last week at the end of my video, I had the best intentions, but apparently intentions are just that unless you have follow through, which I did not have. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This week I have had two issues. The first one is that I have been drinking coffee. So that is a positive and a negative at the same time, I think. I add cream to my coffee, and I have 1 to 2 cups a day, and I put a tablespoon of cream in my coffee. I don't put any sugar. So on one hand, you can say, no, the cream's not so good. It's not a really good decision. And on the other hand, I can say, well, my fat and my calorie intake is so low. Does 1 tablespoon of cream or 2 tablespoons of cream a day really, is that going to be an impact? I don't think so. So I continue to drink my 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day. And I can live with that and be happy with that because I've missed coffee so much. I mean, you guys know the shake I drink is the Atkins Cafe Caramel. And the reason I drink it is because it tastes like coffee to me. Right? The other thing that I have done this week, which is not so good at all, is that I have found that I can eat potato chips. Yeah. And I really like potato chips. And again, here we go with the positive and the negative. Well, what's the positive? That I like it. What's the negative? Well, it's really, potato chips are really not good foods. Number one, they encourage you to munch. Number two, they're a slider food. And if you don't know what that is, that's when you have VSG surgery. Of course, the size of your stomach is so much smaller, and it takes longer for your body to digest everything. But there's things like popcorn and potato chips that when you chew them up, they go into your belly and it's easily, they don't take up as much space as, say, something more dense like meat or cheese. So you can actually put more into your sleeve. So, not a good thing. But pre-surgery, I could put a bag of chips away in an hour or a little bit more than an hour. And I've had this bag of chips for what? Almost a week, 6 days. And I have a little bit less than a half a bag of chips, and my daughter's been eating them too, but still the majority of the munching of said potato chips is on me. And I know that I haven't been eating nuts, where I normally would have like a handful of nuts or 2 handfuls of nuts a day. But I've been avoiding them because I know that I'm getting a lot of fat from the potato chips. So shame on me. Or not shame on me, that's just me. But I did just get back from the store and I put pickles and I put carrots in my fridge. So hopefully I will be making better choices when I go to the fridge area. because on top of the fridge is the bag. I have a basket of munchies, and then there's the fridge. So hopefully I'll be making healthier decisions. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So what else? I wanted to talk really quickly about exercise. I don't think that I've brought this up, and I've had a couple of people write to me and ask me about what do I do for exercise. Okay, that's not a problem. So the biggest thing that I do for exercise is I dance, right? It's free to me and always accessible. No matter what time of day I want to clean or dance, because I do. I turn on my music and I clean my house and I dance around, and then when I'm done cleaning, I dance for an extra half hour to an hour because I'm like just so into it. I highly recommend Bruno Mars. His beats are just, I don't know, dance worthy. They got a great beat and you can dance to it. So I love to dance, and with the energy that I have now, it's just a wonderful way to put that energy out there. So I dance a lot. Every single day I dance, for like an hour to 2 hours. And I don't even realize while I'm doing it that I'm exercising, but I'm getting my whole body going and I feel great, and just boom, my happiness is through the roof. The other thing that I do is, of course, I do yoga, and I do that between 3 to 5 times a week, and that is about 15 to 20 minutes long. And I do that more for flexibility than anything else. I have a bad back and I have a bad right knee. So the best thing that I can do is I can strengthen the muscles around my trauma areas, if you will. So there's poses that work for me that I really enjoy. So I don't even watch a video or do any of that anymore. I just have favorite poses and I hold them and I breathe into them. And I've been doing it so long that it's just very comfortable and easy for me. But if you are just starting out with yoga, it's a wonderful thing wonderful way to begin exercising. But if you're not going to have a trainer or somebody who knows yoga, then please get a full-length mirror or a big mirror so that you can watch yourself get into and hold these poses. Otherwise, you could be actually hurting yourself rather than helping yourself. What else do I do? Well, I'm in New England, so since Christmas, I have been shoveling and shoveling and shoveling and then shoveling. We got hit really bad a couple of times with snow, really bad. And I have neighbors to the right and the left of me, and the town does not do our sidewalks. So if I'm the first person out there shoveling, then I will do both of my neighbors to the right and left of me. I'll just shovel their sidewalks. And so the sidewalk, then our walkway to the front, the walkway to the back, and of course our driveway, and my driveway is pretty big. It's a 2-car width, and I can probably fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles as far as the length goes. So, right? And I do have a snow thrower, but this time, since having the surgery, I don't really use it. I choose to shovel so I can get in some exercise. So I'm just using that. And the last thing is that my daughter got a treadmill for Christmas. And it's one of those running treadmills because she joined cross country in the fall and she did exceedingly well. Like amazing. You know, as a parent, you watch your kids grow up or slowly grow up, and there's just things that you notice, and I've always noticed how fast and how strong she is. And when she was little, I want to say between like 5 and 8 or 9, if her energy level was getting up there and it was a little bit much for me, then I would take her out to a meadow and I'd be like, run. And she would chase butterflies and squirrels and dragonflies, which is a beautiful thing to watch a child do. But she's always loved to run. Anyway, so she's, like I said, she did exceedingly well with cross country. She placed either first or second on her team for every single race. She almost made it to state this year, which is incredible, again, because this was her very first year running. And she was pulled from varsity straight up. She ran one race in junior varsity and was then pulled right into varsity. So just amazing. So anyway, she got a treadmill for Christmas because she hates to run in the cold weather. It makes her chest hurt. And I have partaken in the use of the treadmill. And it's actually awesome because I too won't go out when it's freezing cold to walk because I hate being cold. It actually makes me nauseous. But the treadmill, believe it or not, I was shocked. I was walking on it and then I just got curious and I made it go faster so that I was jogging on it. So now I'm jogging on a treadmill, which is crazy to me. It's just something that I couldn't believe that I would ever do. So that's pretty much what I do for exercise. Whatever makes me happy is what I do. I will start once, I don't even want to put a time on it, but I do know that there are parts of my body that need to be strengthened rather than aerobic. So I've been working very much on my aerobic portion of exercise, but I need to start strength training now. I need to strengthen underneath my arms. I need to strengthen my abdomen and my inner thighs as well. So yeah, well, maybe when it gets warmer, I'll do that because like I said, I hate being cold. And then when I start to work out, you start getting hot and sweaty. And then as soon as you stop, I don't know about you, but I get so cold. And if I run on the treadmill or if I'm dancing around, then I can do that in a sweatshirt and yoga pants and be fine. But when I strength train, it makes me hot. And then I sweat, and then the sweat gets cold. Okay, so that's that about the exercise. I would like to end this on a most fabulous note. So we all, well, I don't know about all of us, but many of us have the secret goal, the goal that we do not share with anybody because it's that goal that's kind of like out there, unfathomable to you you shouldn't even be thinking of it because it's so in the distance, but it's in your back pocket because wouldn't it be amazing if? So my goal, my secret goal, is I would love to get into a pair of single-digit jeans, right? I've always thought to myself, yeah, that's crazy. What am I thinking? Because even at my lightest adult weight, I had such a booty. I can't remember what video I did, but I talked about, I've got my boobs, but I now have no butt. But my butt it was packing. I miss my butt, my old butt, but, I can live without it, I think, because I have reached that secret goal of getting into a pair of single-digit jeans. And for myself only, or for any of you that care, I'm going to show you. I went shopping, and so I only buy one pair of jeans at a time because, you sometimes plow through the sizes when you're losing weight. after having surgery. So I think I skipped like size 12. I think I skipped those. I have a pair of size 12 that are upstairs that I think I wore once, and when I put them on, they were so baggy. But anyway, so I have been wearing the size 11 junior stretch jeans, and I walked by these jeans and they were on sale, and I just couldn't pass up the sale. I figured, oh, well, I'll just buy a pair and I'll leave them in my closet for if ever. The goal of maybe they'll fit, right? So these are the jeans that I have bought. These are my size 9 jeans. Size 9. Single digit jeans. And this sweatshirt, by the way, this was bought as a Christmas present from like one of my most favorite people in the whole wide world. And they bought this because, well, I'm losing so much weight and my clothes fit me. And my favorite color is purple. So I got a purple sweatshirt. And in December, believe it or not, this sweatshirt, which is size medium, was really tight on me. And you know, I could squeeze into it. But now here it is, just a couple of weeks later, and it fits me most comfortably, and I love it. And it matches my size 9 jeans. The best decision I have made for myself is to go ahead and have this VSG surgery. It has done wonders for me. Not just the weight, that is wonderful, but it's not just that. The self-esteem, the self-respect, the self-love, the self-confidence, the ability to feel like I'm reaching, meeting, and exceeding goals, the motivation that I have, it's just been awesome. The fact that I can say I ate potato chips and not feel overwhelmed with guilt when I say I ate chips, it's such a good place to be. So if you are contemplating surgery, then by all means, keep looking into it. Join the support groups that are out on Facebook. Call a bariatric surgeon in your area and talk to them. Go in for the informational group. I believe most, if not all, bariatric surgeons require you to, before you do anything, is to attend one of these informational groups. Please go. Please do it, because again, I am 44 years old, and this is the best I felt. When I was 24 years old, I didn't feel this good. I feel so good, so happy, and it's getting on so 18 minutes, so I'm so sorry. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next Monday for my week 32 check-in, which will be a monthly update to see how I've done this month overall, as well as to jump in there and tell you how I've done as far as inches go. I don't feel as though I've lost a ton of weight this month, but hopefully the inches will have a better reflection, because I can fit into size 9 jeans. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous week. Bye, y'all.